Alright, there we go. Alright, good evening everyone and welcome to another Derail Valley session. First of all, I hope everyone who is currently watching this live has had a wonderful Mother's Day or is having a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope that everyone's having a good time out there. So, I have been doing a little bit of research as to what our next move should be. I know where the key to Steve's shed is. They call it a garage, but it's a shed. It should be relatively inexpensive to get that, as well as stuff to repaint the interior of the DE6 that we see there in the save file. So that will be fun to work with. Oh, I should, while I'm thinking about it, I need to actually look up the DE6 interior. I want to see what the interior is going to look like. Yeah, even the interior on the standard model looks better. So we're going to repaint it with the standard livery as opposed to the demonstrator paint. So that's going to be good. Alright, let's get in. We're going to probably hop around the map for a little bit as soon as I check on how much money we have left after everything we did last time. Oh! I probably don't have a lot of money now that I think about it, considering that we did all those repairs on the diesel. Right, I'm actually remembering shit now. So we might have to run a job first, but the good news is now I know where to get the expensive jobs, the jobs that give a lot of money. Oh, right. Yeah. That wouldn't even be enough to get the fucking key to the shed. But on the upside now, we can actually haul heavy-ass scrap cars. So that's always going to be good. But if we want... The hell? Thought I heard something. Anyway, if we want big money as opposed to little dinky jobs like this... Oh, hello. That, on the other hand, though... Hey, and it's going to Machine Factory in town. So from City South, Machine Factory in town, that's MF, right? Where is that on the map? Ah, there it is. Oh, that's easy peasy. I can totally do this, especially with the DE6. And I know for a fact it is this line of cars. Now, we did a train similar to this the other day, last week, so we need to go this way. Beautiful. Alright. It is time. There it is. The DE6. Beautiful. Just need to turn it on and couple it up. Beautiful. Now, question is... Okay. Alright. Fortunately, these things have the handbrake. Oh, speaking of handbrakes. This town is so noisy, and yet there's literally no one in this town but me. So yes, we're going to have to deal with the ugly interior for a little bit. I will fix this at some point. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to turn this thing on. Cab heater. Cab fan. Ah. Those are light switches. Oh, right. The first step is this. Alright. Let's see. Which of these turns the train on? It's fuel cutoff, horn. I'll let that flow first. Lights, tachometer. Okay, but where is... Oh, right. I forgot about this other bit. Jesus. There we go. Yeah, new train, who dis? Just gotta deal with a few things here. Okay, so these are brakes on, but these are now off. I am now setting this thing to reverse. We should now be fully coupled up, or rather ready to be fully coupled up. Beautiful. Alright. Now let's see which of these things I need to... Yep. Beautiful. We are ready. Okay. And the brake pipe is good. The point should be set for Machine Town from the last time we ran this job. So... Oh. Why is it squealing? Oh, it's probably because I had the brake on with my own train. God, I'm such a silly fucking thing. Alright. These are brakes off. Now, let's go. Yes! Alright. It's like riding a bicycle. A very large, motorized bicycle. Every time that shifts, it's so unnerving. Okay, alright. I think we can go faster than this. Off we go, on an adventure. wanting to prove itself after being sitting in scrap for so long. That reminds me, I still need to give this thing a proper name. I have Mary the steam shunter back in the shed. But now I need to figure out the name for this behemoth of a thing. For some reason, like, names starting with D pop in my head. Like Devin. I don't think that one will stick. I just need to find one that vibes. Barry, for some reason, just vibed with that little shunter engine. To me, personally. Slow down a little bit. Hey, hon. Train, baby. No, I will not be naming this diesel Train, baby. Unless that's what you're calling me. We can go a bit faster. Yeah, you're silly. Beloved is apparently flirting with me very hard tonight. Speed limit out here? There ain't none. Okay. That should be fine then. We should be going at the right speed. Well, I guess if we're going to Machine Town and I'm going to be picking up stuff, we'll probably... What the hell are you doing, hon? I just see you doing... What are you doing? Storm's doing weird font stuff in the chat. Strike through, she says. I see what you did. I see what you did. I do not approve of that. Since when? Not live on Twitch. We thrive on disapproval. Jesus Christ. My beloved appears to be in a mood tonight. I love her, though. Light of my life. Also, the font of your shat on stream is large. Yeah, I did some adjustments today. Not really sure if I like it or not. Ooh. Yeah, we're totally going the right way. I don't, because it cuts names off hard. I'm Yeah, but at the very least, I know who's talking. I might do an adjustment. If we're on a good stretch of road, or track rather, I could probably make an adjustment live on here. Let me see. This is who did it with. School. Yeah. There. That should probably have done it. Bring back small chat. Shush. There. It's probably fixed now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Do not quote me on that. Let it be said that I'm not open to feedback and criticism. I wonder how fast this thing could go. Well, evidently, at least 100 kilometers an hour. Before it hits the danger zone. Test it out, hun. See if the chat works. Well, you do. I don't like that sound. Loud noises. There you go. I fixed it. Definitely better. Good. And you understand that I don't make it any more bigger because otherwise it would probably take up half the screen in order to show all your names. Train mug. Because yes, I do have a train mug. I believe I've drunk stuff out of this thing on stream before. Y'all just can't see it. It's a metal mug with all the most infamous trains in history, such as the Rocket, the Orient Express, let's see, the Mallard, and of course, who could forget? The Flying Scotsman. I find it also funny that, like, a good, like, chunk of these trains just come from Great Britain, and there's only one train from the US on this thing that's infamous enough to be on this one. It's just called General. Also, another funny thing that probably a true train geek can clear up with me about. I just love the fact that this French train called Le Train Bleu is green. Because, like, unless I'm mistaken with my French, Le Train Bleu literally translates to the blue train, no? Power.
train conductors don't have access to make tea whilst on the rails, otherwise they'd be like me, constantly freaking out. Oh. Alright, hon. My beloved is apparently collaborating with my family to do a thing. Or she's just wishing my mom a good, happy Mother's Day, which is very much appreciated. This is chamomile. I think I even have that. This is a chamomile tea. I thought for a minute that I was like fucking lost. Oh! I keep hearing that noise of wheels grinding on the rails and it sounds awful. I keep thinking I'm gonna like fly off or something. It was Mother's Day message. I never know with you, hon. I never know with you and the rest of my friends. You all tend to plot things. Granted, nowadays it's just you who plots things. Do a little trolling with one another in my friend group. There we go. A nice mug of Cadillac. Oh, you remember. You remember. My beloved is about to act innocent. About to act innocent for the camera, everybody. No, I missed half of what you said. Oh, no. I was more talking about how in our friend group we tend to troll one another. You know? That's just what we do. My chaos gremlin energy tends to infect other people. Chaos gremlin energy. I went to join in on Veggie BLT's stream today. First time I ever went. I apparently picked on a fantastic time to do it. It was Bad Game Bingo. And then you get surprised when people act like gremlins with you. Yeah, right? Yeah, no, that was a fun time. I look forward to hopping in more on the stream. Not as a participant. I obviously don't know him enough about that. I mean, just as an audience member. Veggie BLT and his friend group seem like a cool group of people or something. But yeah, no, my friend group does a little bit of trolling. It's been that way for over a decade now. Speaking of trolling. Hello, kitty. How are you tonight? Ooh, now we see the weight of the tree. Doing okay? Alright. following the route I took last time, we should get there. Hey, maybe if we get this job done quick enough, we'll be able to earn double the money. Maybe we'll get $60,000. No, I haven't done that. So, this is this loco's a cheat code, eh? A little bit. I mean, it helps that this trade is bigger and stronger than, say, Mary or a standard diesel shunter. And it also helps that it's a lot easier than a DM3 or whatever other diesel there is. You know, the ones with gear shifts. This diesel here can haul much heavier loads. Sorry, for a minute my fucking brain was like, you're gonna crash into those flatbeds! And I was like, shit! I was so tempted to press F. But yeah, no, if you want a simpler job, if you want the job done a little easier, you get a train like this. As long as you pay attention to everything. Whew. I think my tea's done. It's done steeping at least. I will let it cool for a little bit. I need to take my melatonin so that I can sleep. It's also really weird that, like, this is me sitting, okay? This is me standing at full height. Okay. Should be smooth sailing from here on out. Now I just need to go to the bathroom. No. Yeah! Winded, yeah! Oh, shit. I know that that's not necessarily a bad sound per se, but it still scares the shit out of me and has me worried. Quite frankly, I'm a little bit more concerned about the noise that happens when I pull the brake. When are you cleaning up that interior? As soon as I get more money. That's why I'm doing this job right here, because this job that I'm currently doing is $33,000. So, pretty much as soon as I get this job done, the first thing I'm going to do, because I accidentally brought the paint sprayer with me, is I'm going to text. Sorry, everything happened all at once. Jesus. Alright, as I was saying, as soon as I get this job done, I'm going to get the sand and the paint, but also I'm going to go down to the harbor and get the key to Steve's garage so that we can get Sluggo. Anyway. I know you said no littering, but shh, no one will ever know. that that is a natural sound to hear when on a train, but God, it scares the shit out of me, and it makes me think I'm gonna fall over at any given moment. Passing by CW, which is probably Coal Mine West. I believe we have passed by this thing before, so we should not worry about it. Well, again, part of me wants to... Part of me wants to explore every station to see if they have scrap trains at somewhere within. Maybe that should be my next thing that I study up on with this game. Maybe there's like YouTube videos or something that feature possible locations where these trains could be. So we already found the SO60. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you angry. Found the SO60 and we found the DE6. So, next. And I don't really have a target for the next train that I saved, but it would be nice to have kind of a general location of where one would be. Also, this is not Coal Mine West, this is City West. Completely forgot about this location, honestly. Sorry. I will say, this thing does not fuck around when it comes to speed. You even put a little bit of gas in the throttle and this thing is just like, off we go! There is one thing I need to remember. I need to make sure that those points are good to go. I could probably trust this thing to be stabilized. Should I? It's so far away. Okay, good. Yeah, it is indeed pointing the right way. Let's get back to the train! There it is. I can hear it from all the way back here. Train! Haha! Anyway. relatively straight set of tracks, so no harm in going a little faster. Getting stronger. Hey, QD. You probably have some ideas. What would you... We already named the SO60 Mary. So what would we call a big old diesel like this? In your opinion? This big orange and blue diesel that we found for scrap. And it can haul longer and heavier trains and probably do quite a lot. Through the Space Mutiny names list. Oh, that's fucking funny. Roll Fizzle Beef. Oh, roll Fizzle Beef. Big, large, huge. Slab bulkhead. Bob Johnson. Wait. What would we name him? Oh no, Rolf. Rolf actually, unironically, does sound like a good name for some reason. Though that might be because I watched a lot of Ed and Eddie.
Ed boys? You dare besmirch the honor of a son of a shepherd? Weird lad, that Rolf.
Not weird, just foreign. I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Perfect. We're almost there. Let's see. We need to take this to C2S. Oh, yeah, that was Charlie 20. I need to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy again. I have the complete DVD collection. There's no better time than now for me to do that. That was my favorite show as a kid because it wasn't just like superheroes and your standard cartoony antics, which is weird because there was a lot of cartoony antics in Ed, Edd n Eddy. Ed, Edd n Eddy just stood out because it was just a bunch of kids in the neighborhood doing stuff over summer vacation. Actually, hot take for a second, and this is gonna be weird for me to say because I didn't really watch a lot of the show I'm about to mention. I feel like Ed, Edd n Eddy was kind of a precursor to Phineas and Ferb. Just like a bunch of kids doing weird shit over the summer. Like, granted, Phineas and Ferb has a lot more going for it than just what Ed, Edd n Eddy had going for it. Like, they're two completely different shows, but the base premise of it, I feel like they swapped notes on that at least. Okay.
Okay. Before we go too far in, C2S. Hello. Anyway, C2S. C2S. This looks like passenger station. Hey, look, it's the shunter I left behind the last time. Whoops. What the hell is that still doing there? Oh dear. Still running? Son of a bitch, it very well might be. Well, no, not running. But hey, my boombox. Cool. It's not running, I just left the lights on. Okay. Need to confirm. See. Son of a bitch. It's the same line, too, because it's the exact same job. Well, you know what time it is. Get out of the way! That was less a ha-ha and more like a ugh. But hey, at the very least, the points are... they're completely set for me. Like, I don't need to change a single point. Okay. Off we go. Full throttle. This time. Impulse power! Now. Touchdown! Perfect! Well done. You had so little faith in me. I could do it. There we go. Train's all good. Release the handbrake. Okay. Station. Oh, there it is. Excuse me, I got a job for you. Money, please. 50 grand, baby! Easiest 50 grand I ever made in this job. Fully deserved. Okay. Now, whoever you are, I still don't have a proper name for you yet. You've done very well, but now I'm going to send you off, send you on your way. Back home you go. Right. Because I am going to head for... Oh, wait, duh. I nearly forgot half of my plan. Let's see. There it is. I'm gonna need to summon that train back. Whoops. Yeah, I completely bloody forgot my plan.
You know, I just realized... it's fine. Not like it cost me anything. I just realized, since those trains are technically mine, I can start modifying it with all kinds of bullshit. I can put all kinds of gadgets and doodads on this shit. Something to consider. Defect detector. Interesting. What is this? Proximity sensor. What does that do? Well, obviously it senses whatever's in your proximity, but in what way? What's the context? Remote signal booster? Ooh. That would actually be handy for my current thing. Soldering folder. Why would I need folders? Unless that's... Yeah, there's a lot of gadgets and doodads that I can slap onto this train. Ooh. Oh. Okay, anyway, focus. Probably makes a noise when you're coupling cars? Yeah, maybe. Alright. I need sand. And also this. Sand. Where is the sand? There it is. Sand can. Overheating protection. I wonder how one actually puts all this stuff into proximity reader. Oh, well, that officially goes to the proximity sensor. Mount stand large. Jesus. There's all kinds of stuff that you can shove into this train. Next time Fairmix is in here and I'm working on this sort of stuff, I should really ask about all this stuff. Oh, hanger. I definitely need that. Uh-oh. There it is. Hang your boombox? Exactly. Excuse me, I've forgotten how to fucking play the game, apparently. There. Was that so hard, trademark? Yes. Apparently it was. There we go. Now, sand. Paint. Hook. Yes, I realize I said sand and paint backwards. Shut up. Whoa, okay. Sorry, I accidentally put up the Steam overlay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Sorry to bring you back so soon, but... Okay. First and foremost. Beautiful. And now... Not gonna lie, I do kind of like the gray. The gray does actually look nice, but it does also kind of give the vibes of unfinished texture model. So... Ah! Anybody hear colors? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that... Ooh. Oh, yeah, that actually looks really nice, like, legitimately. Something about this feels cozy. To the loo? Yeah, maybe. Right. Oh no. Anyway. Alrighty, time to figure out how to do this. First of all, swap that out. Second of all, I mean, I could just put the boombox on here, but I've had too much experience that tells me that that thing would go flying anyway. Part of me doesn't want to do this because I don't want to ruin anything, but here we go. Oh, right. It's not that easy. I need other tools and shit. Well, at least I'll keep it in my pocket for now. I probably need like a hammer and nails, which I did see a hammer in there, but I don't know about nails. Anyway. To the harbor. Oh, that's a glorious picture right there. I need that picture for a wallpaper. Alright. First, I need to locate the shop in this town. I have been informed through my research that I believe there is a shop here with the key to that shed we found last time. I just need to remember where the shop is located. Bingo! Hello! Anyway. Let's see here. Ooh! Nice shiny pocket watches. I already have one of my own, though. But I do need a hammer. Do they have nails? Do I need nails? Ooh. Do I have that? I don't think I do. Ah, Steve Skorowski. Nameplate! I can give these things nameplates. So I can literally put on a nameplate that says Mary on the SO60. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, you know what I need to do at some point? I need to give the trains googly eyes. Brake checklist. Brake checklist? What the hell does that do? Enable compression, verify. Oh, it's all obscured. Anyway. Cyan light bar. All kinds of colors for these things all over the place. Anyway, I also need soldering wire. I wonder if that would mount slanted medium. Sorry, I'm actually giving a shit about all these things for once. Right, I have a mission. I want to get... Well, first off... I don't think I've ever seen this cassette before. Let me... I'm stealing your scanner, sorry! Nope, don't look like it. That was apparently too much. Oh. Either that or the game didn't like that I stole the fucking thing. Okay. One cassette. One key. Oh, that's really tempting. But another day. A11. Do I have that? Solitude EP.
It's like $300. No skin off my nose. Right. Sorry, I need to go over everything that I... Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that all the prices were right. Okay. Huh, and there was sand here anyway. The sand and DVRT paint. Huh. Who'd have thunk it? Thank you. And now, to the Sluggo. Oh, shit! How? How did I manage that? What the fuck? At least I could get it back. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. I apparently went too fast on the hand car. The hand car. That should not be possible. It's about to fly off again. No, it's not. Here I come! Parked. Okay. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. You know, if there were more realistic physics, that probably could have saved you the cost of a key. Maybe. Anywho, I would like to introduce you all to the Slug, which is what I will be calling it from now on. Now, contrary to what some of you may think, this is not an engine. No, I have done the research. What this thing is, according to my research, not Sluggo, well, Sluggo, Slug, either way, this thing is what I can only describe as a diesel tender. This thing essentially is made to redistribute weight across a long line of heavy cars, making it easier for, at minimum, a shunter diesel, and at maximum, the DE6. It makes it easier for the train to pull because all of the weight is being put into this thing's traction system. What this thing is essentially a giant block of concrete. This thing is literally full of concrete and spare parts from a DE6. This thing is just made to connect between a diesel and a long line of cars to redistribute the weight. Put more traction onto the rails and make it easier for the engine in front to pull. So, that's what this thing is going to be if and when we ever need this thing for an incredibly long line of cars. So, if I've gotten any of those details wrong, then that's my fault. But yeah, that is what I have essentially gathered from my research. So to summarize, this thing will make hauling long trains a lot easier. Probably could have used this with all those long lines I had trouble with the shunter, but oh well. So, with that being said, we now have that free. Where do we want to go now? What do we want to do? That's pretty much my checklist done for the day. So I guess we could just go somewhere and see if there's any trains that I want to do. Question is, where do I want to go? Have Big McLarge Hughes haul it to the museum? No, I can summon it. It won't go to the museum with the DE6. I don't think there's a designated shed for it. This thing is essentially... this shed is essentially where it's going to be staying. But now that I've unlocked the shed, I can summon it with the radio. If I ever need it. So, we shall keep that in mind moving forward. So, OWC. Have I been there? I've probably been there plenty of times. It's CME. Coal Mine East. I don't know if I've been there yet. Let's check this out and also see if there's a scrap engine there. Holy shit! Ha! 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 Found one! Ha ha! It's a DM3. Aw, the poor little thing. Alright. We need to re-rail this thing. You found it. You can restore it at a private... Right. Time to re-rail this thing, then. Oh, right, I need the DM3 license in order to do that. Right, right. To the office. Let's see how expensive this DM3 license is. $30,000. And how much do we got in our pocket? Oof. I'd like to have a little bit more money in my pocket before I commit, but now I at least know where one of these things are, and now I know that they are more than likely not going to be immediately next to a set of rails. Okay, cool. So, whoa. Sorry, I was trying to remember if I've been here before. Anyway, let's take one of these long line of coal cars or the construction equipment, whatever gives us better money, and we'll be on our way. With Big McLarge Huge at the helm. Let's see, 20,000, 21,000, 29,000. 3 pickups. Load and prepare a train with coal for departure. That's a $29,000 job? $53,000. Cha fucking ching. This will be a fine opportunity to test the slug. B2O. B2 outgoing, as I have been told. I believe this would be it. That's the one. Now. Oh. Sorry, I had to scratch an itch. B2O. This will probably be our last job for the night, depending on how extensive this thing is. We are going to the coal power plant, which is probably CP something? CME. My apologies. CME. No, that's where I'm coming from, idiot. That's coal mine east. So, coal power plant at CP. I know how letters work. CP. It's literally on the opposite side of the world. Okay. Again, this will be an excellent time to test out the slug.
B2O, not to be confused with BTO, the Canadian band who did Taking Care of Business, and You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet.
Okay. Ooh, lovely stuff. Alright. Turn the electrics on. Oh, yeah, duh. Oh, the electrics have been on the whole time. Of course they were trademarked. Why would the thing be telling you that the handbrake's on if they weren't? Stupid. Okay. Let's turn off the handbrake on the slug. Check. Okay. Should be ready to get coupled up. I'm hoping I do not need this multiple unit thing in order to do the job. But if I do, then boy, I've really fucked things up for myself, haven't I? If I do, then I will send the slug back. And then I will use some of the money that I make on this job to hopefully remedy the situation in the future. Alright. Now I assume... Where's the handbrake? Oh, there it is. Handbrake is off. Okay. Why is the handbrake thing going off? That is off. That is off. Oh, yeah, you're right, Kitty. Yeah, you were exactly right. Thank you. Okay. Time to get moving. Nope. Not that way. Okay. We will find out if we need anything for the multiple unit. I mean, putting the slug on this thing is entirely optional. Probably not getting the full benefit of the slug without that license. Yeah, that's my thought as well. So, what do we want to do? Well, at the next point, I want to go straight. And I want to go left. Left and right. Oh boy. There's a lot of directions that we're going to need to remember moving forward. First two is left and then right. That's all I will focus on right now. I'd rather focus on that much right now. Well, those are just textures. Yeah, considering this thing isn't blowing out any exhaust, I probably will need a multi-unit license later. Yeah, this is right. This is where we're going. Alright. Had to nip that bud real quick. It's probably going to be a slow train considering the state of the slug, but we should be alright. At the very least, this is a fine opportunity to test it out. Once we get to the next station and get our money, we will get the multi-unit license, and then get the TM3 license, and then I think we will either end it there, or we will do a rescue mission. Probably end it there, honestly. I don't want to go too late tonight. Let's go.
Yes, I know. Don't get angry with me. This could be a problem. Come on, go back down. Yeah, we're definitely going to be a slow goods train today. I want to try something. Get rid of the 10-ton ballast you're carrying? Yes. I just need to confirm whether or not the slug is worth the effort. If I'm correct in my previous assumption, then... Even the train was like, what are you doing? Perfect. Oof. Okay. Alrighty. Now we see if this works. Oh, duh. Perfect. Okay. Forward. Brake. Legato. I think we're gonna go back down to the bottom of the hill, and then we're going to see about gathering more speed. So we were doing great for a while, but then we started losing traction. Okay. We're going to take it nice and slow, and we're slowly going to build up the speed. So my main thing that I'm worried about is this TM temp. Because if we ignore that, then, you know, kablooey, you know, kadunzo, kersplousers. to be a slow process, but we can do it. Evidently, we can't do it. Well, it appears this game has more to teach me. Interesting. Well. Oh, well. I think we'll go back in time. I was getting a little bit worried that as soon as I got the DE6, all of a sudden we'd be on Easy Street, but evidently not. Don't get me wrong, I'm a little annoyed that that 56,000 job is down the drain, but... Now things are interesting. I think we'll take a quicker, cheaper job to round out the night, and then we'll be on our way, I think. Huh? Where's this music coming from? I'm scared. Oh, it's my radio. I had my radio on me and it suddenly went, hey, guess what? Alright. Nope. Cheaper job, cheaper job. Let's see what we got. All empty cars. Oh, this'll be a fucking cakewalk. Coal mine east to machine factory and town. MF. Oh yeah, that'll be a snap. Although this seems a little bit more worthwhile. B5S. We'll be back for you. I assume it's these cars here. These flatbeds. So. Technically, I don't need the DE6 for this, but it's the only train I can summon that isn't Mary. I love that little steam engine, but it's got... I don't trust myself. I have issues with steam engines right now. Alright. Car suddenly like, okay, we're connected. Shit. Don't need to ram into us. Jesus. Handbrake is off. That is the right line. Yes, I checked. This is this is B5S. I do know what I'm doing this time. We're going to Sawmill, which is SW. SW is literally on the, again, on the opposite side of the world. So this might be a long one, but it'll be a lot easier than hauling coal trucks. Let's go. Nothing is wrong. You know, hypothetically, I could have used what I just did with switching the line with the coal trucks. However, I get the feeling I would have needed to go back anyway. Is there an open valve at the end of the train? I doubt it. No, this car just, for some reason, had its brake on. I don't know why. I turned it off. Unless I'm an idiot and did it backwards. Which is probably exactly what happened. Alright. We're gonna go down all the way to the harbor, I think. Then we'll go through City South. Just blast through home. And then we'll take the route to SW. I think that sounds logical. Okay, for a minute it sounded like there was a guy panicking behind me, like... It sounded like a guy breathing down my neck, like, yeah, turn that, throw that lever, buddy. That'd be horrifying if all of a sudden this game turned into a horror game. Can you imagine, like, a concept of, like, you are... Like, it's a train simulator, but the train you're in is a haunted train. Not even a ghost train, it's just a train that crashed, the driver and firemen are dead. But the train got rebuilt and refurbished, and now you are its conductor. Can you imagine that shit? I don't know how you would tell that story in a game format, but I'm sure it'd be fascinating. It wouldn't be the first time I'd see a game with a train under attack by supernatural forces. don't remember the name of the one I'm thinking of off the top of my head, but it's like you're in a snowstorm and you're besieged by like creatures in the snow or some shit. It kind of has like a Five Nights at Freddy's vibe, but you're on a train rather than in a pizzeria surrounded by animatronics. I probably like have grossly what would be the right word? I probably soured someone's first impression by describing it as Five Nights at Freddy's on a train, but it just kind of has that vibe. Like you're doing your tasks on the train, sure, trying to make sure that the train is functional and that you're not, you know, gonna explode the boiler or something. But you're also always looking over your shoulder and making sure that monsters aren't attacking you or your train. It kind of just feels like FNAF on a train in a good way, honestly. Like you're at least fighting back against the monsters rather than sitting there going, "Golly gee, I hope something doesn't bite my face off." Last Train to Busan, the game. Kinda. Less zombies and more Wendigos, I think. It's got more Appalachian vibes, I feel, from what I remember. If I were to, like, write a story for that whole train, I would have it so that this hypothetical rebuilt, refurbished train that you're conducting that is also haunted, I would have it be a train that was part of a train robbery. And the train got hijacked by some bumbling thieves that didn't know how to pilot the damn thing, but boy, they were gonna try. But they fucking crashed it. Again, I would not know how to tell that story in a game format. But I do have an idea. If I were in game development, I would be on this idea like instantly, but I do not know how to develop a game. But if you're out there listening and you're in game development and this sounds like an interesting idea, like the whole, like, driving a train but it's haunted by ghosts, you know, go for it, make it. Unless that game already exists, then if you're gonna make it, put your own spin on it at the very least. Forgive me, I am just rambling at this point. Where's the steering wheel? Actually, no, I gotta get the proper voice. Where's the steering wheel? Why are you asking me? I don't know how to drive a train. You idiot, you're on rails. You don't need no wheel. Next set of points, I need to go left.
Des, ping me in Discord. Ooh, what's my fiance? Oh shit. You redeemed a stretch. I will do that in a bit. I love it is making a request. Apparently, I'm to be sent on a quest to find the Five Below, probably to find more plushies. Because Lord knows this woman doesn't have 5,000 plushies already. Okay. What was that I just saw? It's probably this. When I get to a good position, I will redeem that stretch in just a second. I also need to finish the rest of my tea that I made earlier. Even though it is cold. Yep, that's where I wanted to go. Now's probably a good moment. Why am I suddenly going slower? Oh. We must be going uphill now.
Ooh. The Derail Valley devs have found another example of those stretchy textures. Might want to fix that. Oh, and also a mountain hanging over. Might want to fix that. Just a thought. Good, there it is again. The game looks beautiful, but that's a little immersion breaking.
Going downhill, I think. God, tell me that doesn't sound like someone breathing down your neck when I do that. That should be a good way to go. There's apparently a train at the harbor. I can see it. It must be one of the shunters that I left behind. It pinged again. Apparently I need to read Dungeon Crawler Carl because everyone and their mother is talking about it. So I guess I should consider looking into it.
problem is I have so many books already, most of which I haven't even read yet, because my brain is all over the fucking place. About to head into the harbor. We need to go right at the points. Definitely right. Perfect. Did not mean to do. What? 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 Stop! I'm stuck! That was weird. Truly a masterful engineer who just ran over himself with his own train. I've seen worse. I mean, people run... Oh no, that's the wrong way entirely. Shit! Frick. God damn it. Dang it, Bobby. Are you still going forward? I put you in reverse, you fool. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're fine. just going to glide through the line that I have just discovered. And everything's going to be hunky-dory. Probably could have blown through that passenger station, but... Alright. Come on, come on. I want you to do. Hit me. Hit me. Fucking hell. Well, god damn it. I thought it was all good, man. Damn it. Okay. I'm not cleaning all that up. Fucking dying here. Yeah, you're probably laughing your ass off over there, ain't you? Okay. We will probably be in mid-motion when... We'll probably be in mid-motion when we load up this file.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we are not. Alright, where are we? Oh, good. There we go. No more mistakes. Okay. Fuck? Oh, I'm in neutral. So I have it going this way. We're going this way. Yes, everything should be fine this time. Why on earth are the points not set the right way? Okay. Probably going a little fast. Okay. What? God damn it, the points were still set for me doing shunting jobs. God damn it. harbor. We need to go left for the next points. That's good. That'll do, I think. Oh. Ha ha! Yes. Also a handy accelerometer. What do you mean by that? What do you mean the more it wobbles, the more it tells you, hey, you're going too fast? Tells you what direction you're going and by how it's swinging. Not bad music though. Oh, God. Guess we're doing it this way. Ah. There we go. Oh, I left the wiper. me. Hopefully the rest of the time will be the same as long as I keep my wits about me. Fairman, it's nice to see you. How you doing today? I've been doing very well. We've had a perfect stream today. Absolutely nothing went wrong. Absolutely nothing. Right. We're about to blow through City South. Perfect. The line is clear. As we can see, fair mix, we've got the interior painted up for the DE6. We do have the slug, but I believe we need the multi-unit license in order for it to fully work for our purposes. So that's another license that we're going to need to get. Oh! And we found the scrapped the DM3 at the coal mine east. So we're going to do this job real quick and bring this over to CW. Or was it SW? No, it was CW. And then we're going to call it. Do you have the DM3 license? Not yet. So that's the other license we're going to be getting as well as the multi-unit license. The DM3 is so crap. I kind of agree. But at the same time, it's just nice to find these scrap engines out in the wild and restore them. The DM3 is okay, so long as you remember to constantly do the gear shift, but that's the problem, you have to remember to do the gear shift. I personally didn't have a lot of trouble with it up until, you know, the usual scenario of, oh no, I've got a train that's way too heavy for this small diesel train. How could this have happened to me? Oh yeah, also. I got a hook. Despite a few minor mishaps, I've been having a good time with the DE6 here. Oh, SW, right, Sawmill. SW. I held my radio above the front window and somehow it keeps revolving around and facing forwards. Yeah, kind of get the feeling that's what's going to happen to my radio too. I think it's just stuck in that position now. Ooh, sorry. There's also a lot of other gadgets and stuff that you can put on. I even found nameplates for these engines back at
some station whose name I completely forgot. So I thought that was cool. Seeing as how you're the more experienced player here, have you tinkered with the gadgets? And if so, what gadgets would you recommend? I.e. the proximity sensor, the light bars, you know, all the stuff that you add to trains. Like obviously the fault detector or whatever it is probably one of the biggies. Switch setter is useful for me because I can't with the map thing that has all the switches on it. Oh, I'm sorry. All of a sudden I got something in my throat. I agree. I would need to look for that gadget. Switch setter. I assume that's a device that basically goes... That basically sits in front of you and detects, like, where the points are going in front of you. Switch them from that device. I'm guessing. Left at the next points, and need to make sure that we keep going. If you want, if you got 10 minutes after stream, I'll go live and show. Really? Sure. Once we finish this job, I'll wrap up and then I'll head over to you. Could take a hot minute. That is totally fair. Totally fair. Forest South. I don't know what that is. That's a mistake. Matter to us anyway. So we go straight through here. And as soon as we hit SW, we will call it a night as we collect our payment. And check to see if we can afford the licenses. Probably won't rush to grab the DM3 license, but we will at least be getting the multi-unit license so that we can use the slot in the future. Huh. Hello. Are you the micro-shunter shed? Are you kidding me? There's yet another shed. Well, what's in here then? It's a caboose. There's a caboose in here. Huh. Interesting. Taxi! Well, Fairmix, is there any reason why there's a caboose in that shed over there? Huh. I guess that's like a multiplayer thing where someone stays in the engine and someone stays in the shed, or the caboose. It can't be caboose. He's blue. That one was red. Shush. Caboose is handy, eh? I wonder if it's a multi-unit thing, where if you throw the brakes up here, the caboose will respond and throw its brakes and make it... Well then now... Well, that's what the train brake does. Well, we have yet another thing to rescue from a shed. I was just looking at the map and I was like, man, there's a little thing on one of the tracks that seems kind of odd. You can fast travel to it for starters. Oh, so you can put your caboose wherever and you can fast travel to it. Interesting. I mean, something tells me that you could probably fast travel to the engines. Interesting. Also, the caboose has a brake glitch, so the brakes never overheat. Really? Huh. Might as well make use of that before they patch it out. The rest of the fun things you can find out. Oh, joy. Mystery. Well, I suppose now I'll have to do research into figuring out where Reginald's key is. Alrighty. We're about to hit the top of the hour, but we are nearly there. Which track do we have to go down? B1S. Nope. Bitch. Angel of Death cometh for you. That should be it. Okay. Whew. And we made it with absolutely no incidents, no mistakes. It was a perfect run. Think they caught that? Anyway, where's the station office? What? What? Some cars have derailed. idea, Faramix. There should be 7 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of them look to be fine. Oh. What happened to you? Well, it seems one of the bogies slipped somehow. A perfect run, you say. Yeah, apparently fate just had to come in and be like, oh yeah, you're really gonna lie to your audience like that? Here you go, stupid. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. I almost fucked myself with that. At least it doesn't cost anything. Oh. I think the whole thing might have been derailed. Oh my god. What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? Okay, it was only those 3. Oh no. Hey, I fixed it. Everything's fine. It's in the siding close enough. Yes, agreed. It should be close enough. And yet it's not. They need to be coupled. I had a feeling. Shit. Fine, I will couple them for you, you lazy sons of bitches. I don't even know how that happened. I must have taken a turn too sharp, or something. There you go. I'll get my money in a second. Thank you. $65,000. Multi-pool unit. There. That should make it so that the fucking slug will work. And I would like more money before I purchase the DM3 license. Actually, I definitely need a lot more to do military and all those other jobs. We'll do those jobs and more later. I think next time we'll go do more jobs that require hauling crude oil around. Those seem to pay a lot more and are less taxing. But hey, now we have the multi-unit license, so now we can use the slug to make the jobs go even quicker. So, let me just save. There we go. Now, let me just check. I want to send you all on your way to someone else. Give me just a minute, everybody. Yes, exactly who I wanted. Now, there. Right, I'll send you all on your way, and Faramix, I will meet up with you in a moment to see how to upgrade the DE6. Now, I will see you all next time. I do not know when next time will be. It'll probably be over on Wednesday. I don't know what we're doing on Wednesday, but it will definitely be with the Fluffy Squad. Aside from that, we will probably. Well, again, if you want updates, go to my Blue Sky, and I will let you all know. But in the meantime, I will see you all later. Have a good night.